Hello, I'm Janet Moon, the Chief of Police here in Peachtree City, here just to have a little chief chat with you again. You may or may not be aware we've recently did a citizen survey throughout Peachtree City, and we know that it's not a statistically valid survey. We have almost 36,000 residents and just under 1,000 respondents to this survey. But what it was a snapshot in time of opinions, attitudes, and beliefs of some of our citizens. So I just want to talk about a couple of the things that came out of the survey to bring to your attention. One was the quality of life in Peachtree City. The citizens said they really valued the low crime rate and our multi-use path system in Peachtree City. And that's absolutely wonderful coming from the police department, because that marries in very well with our mission statement, which is safeguarding the quality of life in our community through professional service and community partnerships. There was another question that I would like to bring to your attention. It was open-ended. Do you think crime in Peachtree City is ... 40% of you thought crime is rising in Peachtree City. 57% thought it was stable. We're going to show you a slide, so you don't have to look at me here in a few minutes, that shows our Part 1 crimes. Actually, our Part 1 crimes in 2020 were down 19% over 2019. Now, as a chief, I always hate when we have a large jump like that and a decrease, because people will normally expect you to do that again the next year. But the reality is that we have a hard time controlling when the offenders come into town. And if we have a bad weekend of entering autos, shopliftings, and things of that nature, it can skew our numbers. So, out of our 439 Part 1 crimes for 2020, 375 were in the larceny category of Part 1 crimes. 375 of those accounted for our Part 1 crimes. That's going to be our thefts, shoplifting, and entering autos. Because of the uniqueness of our path system and all the registered golf carts we have another interesting dynamic in our Part 1 crimes on the motor vehicle thefts. You will see a slide and a graph that will show you we had 28 motor vehicle thefts in 2020, but 17 were golf carts. So that also impacts our Part 1 crime numbers. So the crime in Peachtree City for the last 5 years has been pretty steady. I know it seems like with social media, the constant access to news and information, it may seem like things are rising, but we're actually doing very well in Peachtree City, and it's still a very safe place to live.